God says, Archangel Michael is standing right beside you right now, and he is trying to speak to you with a trembling urgency in his voice. He is not calm, not composed, not smiling. He is deeply moved, almost shaking, because he knows what is about to happen. He says, "My beloved, I am telling you with the authority given to me by the Most High, you have only 2 minutes to pay attention to this message. If you turn away, if you delay, if you think this is just another passing word, you will miss the moment that could change your life forever. I am not here to frighten you without reason. I am here because heaven has sounded the alarm for your name, your soul, your destiny." Michael's voice echoes as though it carries through eternity, and yet it falls gently into your heart like a whisper only you can hear. He is telling you that the gates of heaven have been opened for a divine release meant specifically for you, but the opening is brief, like a door swinging only once before it closes forever. He says that the scroll in his hand is not meant for anyone else. Your name is written on it in golden light, and no other hand can receive it. Michael's eyes are filled with both joy and sorrow. Joy because he knows the miracles that are waiting if you say, yes, in this moment, and sorrow because he has seen how many people hesitate, doubt, and lose everything heaven tried to give them. He says, "You have been watched for months, every prayer you have whispered, every tear you have wiped away alone, every sleepless night you thought no one noticed. The Lord noticed. The angels noticed. I noticed. And heaven has prepared a response for you, but this response is urgent. It cannot be postponed. If you take too long to receive it, the enemy will try to snatch it away before it touches your hands." Michael moves closer, so close that you can almost feel the warmth of his presence surrounding you, like a shield against every darkness that has tried to crush you. He tells you that there is a reason this message has reached you at this exact second, not a day earlier, not an hour later. This timing has been divinely calculated. He says, "The Spirit of God told me to tell you that you are entering a moment of divine reversal. Things that were against you are about to turn in your favor. Doors that were sealed shut are going to fly open. Money that was withheld is going to be released. A person you thought was gone forever will reach for you again. But this is a timed release. If you do not step forward in faith now, the moment will pass." Michael's tone shifts, becoming even more urgent. "I saw your name being spoken in a room where it should not have been spoken. I saw a meeting where your life was being discussed without your knowledge. Papers were being signed, decisions made, and none of them were in your favor. But heaven intercepted it. God Himself sent me to stand in the middle of that room and stop it before they could finish. You don't know yet how close you came to losing everything. You don't know how near disaster was. But you will, and when you do, you will understand why I am speaking to you with such fire in my voice." He tells you that there is someone who has been pretending to be on your side, but in secret, they have been working against you. This person's time of hiding is over. Michael says, in the next hours, something will be revealed to you that will confirm everything I am saying now. It will shock you, but it will also free you. You will see the truth about someone you trusted, and though it may hurt for a moment, it will save your life. And once you see this truth, you must act. Do not delay. Do not give them the chance to twist the story or cover their tracks. Heaven's light will expose everything clearly so that no one can deny it. Michael then lifts his hand, and you feel a strange stillness in the air, like the whole world has paused for you to hear the next words. The Lord is preparing to release something into your life that will bring you joy beyond what you have imagined. I have been guarding it, keeping it safe from the hands of the enemy. But it cannot stay in heaven forever. It must be placed in your hands. Yet, my beloved, I must tell you the truth. You can only receive it if you choose to respond in faith right now. This is why I am telling you there is no time to waste. Your 2 minutes are not about fear, they are about opportunity. This is a door that will not open again in this lifetime. Michael's eyes soften for a moment, and you can feel his compassion. I have fought battles for you in places you will never see. I have stood between you and the arrows of destruction aimed at you. I have lifted my sword when you were too tired to fight. And I would do it again. But this moment, this choice, is not mine to make. It is yours. Heaven has done its part. I have done my part. Now you must do yours. He reminds you of the prayers you prayed when you were at your lowest, when you felt like no one was listening. He tells you that each prayer was caught like a drop of water in a vessel before the throne of God, and that vessel is now full. God has tipped it over, and the answers are pouring down, but you must lift your hands to receive them. Do not stand with closed hands in the rain of blessing, Michael warns. Do not stand distracted while heaven moves on your behalf. You feel a sudden rush of energy, almost as if invisible winds are swirling around you. This is the breath of heaven moving to align things in your favor. Michael says, I am here, and I will not leave until I know you have heard me. I am calling your name in the courts of heaven. I am declaring that you are ready. But are you listening? And then he lowers his voice to a whisper, but it is the kind of whisper that shakes the ground. You are chosen. You are marked. The enemy knows it. That is why the attacks have been so relentless. But every attack was a sign of your calling. Every hardship was proof that you are carrying something valuable. And now, the season of endless warfare is ending. You are stepping into a season of victory, but you must step forward now. Not later. Not when it's convenient. Now. Michael reaches out his hand toward you, and though you cannot physically touch it, you know in your spirit that this is the moment to take hold. The warmth you feel is not of this world. It is the safety of heaven, the strength of angels, the love of God Himself wrapping around you. I have said all I was sent to say, Michael declares. Now heaven waits for your answer. The air feels charged, as if the next breath you take will decide something eternal. And deep inside, you know that what you just heard was not imagination, not coincidence, but a direct call from heaven for your life, right now. The 2 minutes Michael spoke of are almost over. My beloved child, listen to me now, because the time you have to receive this is very short, yet what I must reveal to you will echo for the rest of your life. Archangel Michael is here, right now, standing in the unseen space between your spirit and the physical world, calling your name with a voice that shakes the heavens. His tone is urgent, not because he wishes to alarm you, but because there is something unfolding in this very moment, and every second that passes without your awareness makes the danger greater and the blessing smaller. He is saying to you, do not delay. You have 2 minutes to let this truth in. You have 2 minutes to respond with your heart open, your spirit awake, and your faith unshaken. The spiritual realm is not bound by the clock on your wall, yet there are moments when heaven aligns the events of earth in precise timing, and you are standing in one right now. If you ignore it, the chain will break, and what is meant for you will drift to another. But if you open your heart and allow this message to take root, a change so great will be set into motion that you will look back on this day for the rest of your life as the day heaven intervened for you. I see you, your spirit weary from battles you didn't ask for, your trust shaken by betrayals you never deserved, and your mind burdened with thoughts that no one else seems to understand. You've cried silently in rooms where people assumed you were fine. You've smiled when your heart was breaking, because you didn't want anyone to see the cracks. Heaven has seen all of it. God has counted every tear, heard every word you never dared to speak aloud, and felt every ache that you tried to bury deep inside yourself. And now, the message is clear: this is the hour for change. This is the moment when the unseen turns into the undeniable. Archangel Michael is not simply watching from afar, he is bending low to whisper instructions directly to you, because there is a plan, but it requires your attention right now. Michael says there is something moving toward you that you cannot see with your eyes, but your spirit can feel it. For weeks, even months, there have been strange signs, a dream you keep having that you can't explain, a number or word that keeps showing up everywhere you go, moments where you felt like someone was standing near you though the room was empty. These are not coincidences. They are signals, spiritual markers placed on your path so that when this message came, your heart would recognize it. Heaven has been guiding you toward this exact moment. But there is also an opposition, forces that have been trying to distract you, delay you, and keep you blind to what's really happening. Michael says those forces are not stronger than you, but they are persistent, and they are hoping you will simply do nothing. That's why he says you have 2 minutes, because hesitation is the enemy of breakthrough. God's word for you right now is simple but powerful. Step into alignment. That means that every fear that is whispering, "Wait until later," must be silenced. Every voice that says, "You're imagining this," must be cast aside. This is not your imagination. This is not coincidence. This is not something you can deal with tomorrow. Heaven has already set the blessings in motion, but your response, your yes, will either pull them into your life or let them pass you by. God says that there is a door in front of you that is only open for a short while. You've been praying for a sign, asking if you're on the right path, wondering if God has really heard your cries. This message is your sign. This is the confirmation that the spiritual world has been pressing into your reality. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. And you are not too late, yet. Michael is showing me a vision of a sealed envelope, glowing faintly with golden light. It's not an ordinary letter, it's a heavenly dispatch. In it are words written in the language of the Spirit, words that cannot be spoken aloud by just anyone, because they carry the authority of God Himself. This envelope has your name on it, and for months it's been waiting in the halls of heaven for the moment you were ready. Today, it's being delivered. But here's the truth: if you don't receive it now, it will be returned to the sender, and the contents will remain locked away until another appointed time, which may not come for years. That's why Michael is pleading with you. That's why he says, only 2 minutes. Not because the blessing will vanish into nothingness, but because its impact on your life will only be what it's meant to be if it arrives at the appointed time, and that time is now. There's someone you've been worried about, someone whose name rises in your prayers almost every day. God has heard you. Michael says that part of the reason this message is so urgent is because what is coming for you will not only change your life but theirs as well. There's a ripple effect in the Spirit, where your breakthrough becomes their rescue. This is bigger than just you. It's about generations, chains that have held your family for years being broken, cycles ending, new beginnings birthed out of moments of faith. And it starts with you taking this seriously. Michael is also showing me an image of a clock, its hands spinning fast, faster than a normal clock. This is heaven's way of showing that the spiritual timeline is accelerating. What normally would take months will happen in days. What normally would take years will happen in weeks. But there is one condition: you must step into agreement with heaven. That means speaking life, declaring truth, refusing to let fear dictate your actions. It means that when doubt knocks, you answer with faith. When people mock you or call you foolish for believing, you stand firm because you know what you heard from heaven. And yes, you just heard from heaven. God says, "My child, do not be afraid of the size of what I am about to do. Do not look at your lack and think it will block my abundance. Do not measure my ability by your resources. I am the God who makes rivers flow in the desert, who sends manna from heaven, who causes walls to fall without a single weapon being raised. I am the God who can send one word and change an entire story. And I have sent that word to you today. You have been wondering why so many strange obstacles have appeared lately, why some doors you thought would open stayed shut, why some people you trusted suddenly turned away, why certain plans fell apart without warning. Michael says these were not punishments, they were protections. God shut those doors because what was behind them would have delayed or destroyed what He's preparing for you now. Some of the people who left your life were removed not because they were all bad, but because they were not meant to see this next chapter of your life. Not everyone is meant to be in the room when God's glory is revealed in you. Michael says that within the next 3 days, you will notice something that confirms this message. It might be a sudden piece of news, a dream that feels more like a memory, or a person reaching out with words that feel like they were pulled straight from this moment. When it happens, don't brush it aside. Write it down. Speak it aloud. Say, I receive this confirmation. The more you engage with heaven's messages, the more heaven can entrust to you. God doesn't hide blessings from you, He hides them for you, waiting for you to be ready to carry them. And beloved, you are ready. The sense of urgency you feel right now is not panic. It's heaven's energy pressing on your spirit. That's why your heart feels like it's racing, why your thoughts are suddenly sharper, why you can almost sense someone standing near you as you read these words. That's Michael's presence. He carries God's messages like a warrior, but he delivers them like a guardian. He is here to fight for you, to protect the blessing that's being released, and to make sure you don't let fear or hesitation steal it from you. Do not let this pass. Do not say later. Do not wait for another sign. This is the sign. This is the moment. God is moving, Michael is speaking, and the only thing left is for you to say yes. Yes to the change. Yes to the blessing. Yes to the breakthrough. Yes to the life that's been waiting for you beyond the veil of fear. And when you say yes, watch how quickly the impossible becomes reality. Because heaven is not asking for your perfection, only your obedience. And obedience in this moment will change everything. If you believe in God, type Amen. Archangel Michael is trying to speak to you right now, and heaven is telling me to make sure you know that this is no ordinary moment. This is not something you can read later and treat like another message you scroll past. It is an emergency. Heaven's realm is pressing against the walls of the physical world, trying to get your attention before the window closes. You have only 2 minutes to respond, not because something bad will happen if you don't, but because there is a divine opening right now that will shift everything in your life if you step into it. The Spirit is moving quickly, the angels are in motion, and you have been chosen to receive this call. Archangel Michael is not whispering from a distance. He is standing right beside you, his wings arched over you like a shelter in the middle of a raging storm. He is looking directly at you, waiting for your heart to open. He knows what you've been through, every betrayal, every disappointment, every time you cried out for help and wondered if heaven heard you. He knows about the moments where you had to pretend you were fine when you were anything but fine. He knows you've been carrying burdens that were never meant for you to carry alone. And He is here now to take that weight off of you. God Himself has given the order for this message to reach you. This is not coincidence. You did not stumble upon these words by chance. Heaven has been watching the steps you've taken, the struggles you've faced, and the prayers you've prayed in the quiet, and this is the moment when God says, "Enough." It is time for the shift. It is time for the release. It is time for the answer. Archangel Michael says the atmosphere around you is about to change. The tension, the heaviness, the spiritual pressure you've been under, it is not permanent. It has been a battle, yes, but that battle is about to end in your victory. You may not see it yet, but the forces against you are retreating even as these words are being spoken. Darkness cannot stand when light arrives, and right now, light is flooding into your situation. You have been asking for a sign. You have been wondering if heaven even remembers your name. You have felt moments of hopelessness, moments where you thought maybe it's too late, maybe the dream is over, maybe you'll never feel free or whole again. But hear this, God says it is not too late. Not only is it not too late, but you are right on time. The exact things that felt like delays were actually divine setups, preparing you for what's coming. Right now, there is a door in the spiritual realm swinging wide open for you. Archangel Michael says this door is unlike anything you've seen before. It leads to restoration, not just of what you lost, but of things you never even knew were yours. It leads to healing, not just for your body, but for your soul and your mind. It leads to favor, not just with people you know, but with people you have never met, who will feel compelled to bless you because God has stirred their hearts. This is why you must respond now. Heaven's window is open. You cannot let fear, doubt, or the voice of the enemy convince you to wait. Waiting has kept you in the same cycle for too long. Now is the moment to say, "Yes, God. I trust you." Yes, Archangel Michael, I hear you. I open my heart fully. Even if you don't know exactly how things will work out, even if the steps ahead are unclear, faith is moving you into alignment. God says you are safe. This is not a trap. This is not danger. This is deliverance. Nothing will go wrong for you because I am with you. I have sent my angels to guard every step you take. I have gone ahead of you to prepare the path. I am standing behind you to shield you from attack. I am surrounding you with my presence so that you cannot be taken down. Michael says the fight you have been in has not been against flesh and blood. That is why the enemy has tried to confuse you into thinking certain people are the problem. But the truth is, you have been under a spiritual assault meant to break your spirit and silence your voice. Heaven has been watching. Every weapon that was formed against you will be destroyed before it can complete its mission. Every curse, every negative word, every jealous thought directed toward you is being dismantled right now. You are stepping into a season where what used to block you will no longer have the power to touch you. There are chains falling even now. Chains of financial struggle. Chains of loneliness. Chains of confusion. Chains of fear. You are not meant to live your life bound. You are meant to live free, to walk in the fullness of who God created you to be. This is why Archangel Michael says the time is urgent. There is a shift happening in the spirit, and it is for you. You cannot go back to the old way. You cannot keep clinging to what God is trying to remove. Some people, some situations, some habits, they cannot go with you into this next chapter. It's not punishment, it's protection. God sees what you cannot see, and He knows that in order for you to receive the blessing that is on its way, some things must be left behind. The next 2 minutes of your willingness to respond are not just symbolic, they are prophetic. Heaven works in timing, and right now is your appointed time. This is the moment to align your words, your thoughts, and your heart with heaven's will for your life. Speak life. Speak hope. Speak faith. Even if your circumstances haven't changed yet, your faith is pulling the miracle into reality. God says you have been faithful in ways you don't even recognize. The way you've kept going despite exhaustion. The way you've shown kindness even when your own heart was breaking. The way you've prayed for others while carrying your own silent pain. Heaven sees all of it. Nothing you've done in love has gone unnoticed, and now the harvest is coming. Michael says to tell you this: you are not forgotten. Your name is written on the palms of God's hands. Every time you felt invisible, heaven was still watching. Every time you thought no one cared, the angels were standing guard over you. Every moment you wanted to give up, heaven whispered, "Hold on. The breakthrough is coming." And now, it's here. This is not the end of your story. It's the turning point. The chapter where everything shifts. You will look back at this moment and realize it was the moment heaven interrupted your life to bring you into alignment with your destiny. No matter what has happened before, no matter what mistakes you've made, no matter how dark it's felt, God is rewriting the script. You are about to step into answered prayers so fast that it will feel like the floodgates have opened over your life. You are going to see favor in your relationships, breakthroughs in your finances, healing in your body, and peace in your mind. You will wake up one day soon and realize that the weight you've been carrying is gone, replaced by a lightness you haven't felt in years. But right now, you must choose to believe it. You must choose to act on it. This is your 2-minute warning, not to scare you, but to awaken you. Heaven is closer than it's ever been. Your miracle is closer than it's ever been. God's plan for your life is unfolding right now in this very moment. So open your heart. Lift your spirit. Speak to God, even if all you can say is, "I'm ready." That's enough. He will take it from there. Archangel Michael will walk with you through the doors that are opening. And you will never be the same again. Archangel Michael is trying to speak to you right now. It's an emergency. You have only 2 minutes to respond. This could change your life forever. Open this immediately. Heaven is not in the habit of wasting words, and this is not something you stumbled upon by accident. This is an appointment with the divine that was written long before you were born. There are moments in life when God bends time, clears the noise, and pierces through the chaos with a message so urgent that it stops everything else. This is one of those moments. You may think you're just reading, but you are actually standing at the doorway of one of the most important shifts in your life. The spiritual realm is alive right now. The atmosphere around you is charged. Archangel Michael has stepped into this moment not to observe, but to speak, to warn, to prepare, and to protect. His presence is heavy with purpose, his voice echoes with the weight of heaven, and his urgency cannot be ignored. God says to you in this exact moment, "I have watched every step you have taken. I have seen your battles, the hidden ones and the visible ones. I have seen the nights you could not sleep because your spirit felt restless, the times you prayed but wondered if I was listening, the moments you tried to smile but your heart was breaking. You are not invisible to me. I have not turned my face away. In fact, I have been closer to you than you have ever realized. Every tear you cried fell into my hands. Every sigh of exhaustion was heard in my courts. I have carried you through storms you didn't even see coming, and now I am telling you that the reason you are here, in this moment, is because I am about to release a shift so great that your life will not look the same." Archangel Michael says, "You have been under observation by heaven. Angels have been standing watch. The enemy has tried to trap you, to lure you into despair, to make you believe you are powerless. But that is a lie. You are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are not trapped. The chains you feel are about to shatter, not by your strength, but by the power of the one who commands the wind and the sea. I have been dispatched to you for a reason. The urgency in my voice is because the moment is now. You have 2 minutes in the spirit to open your heart and hear this without distraction. When heaven speaks this clearly, it means the window is narrow and the opportunity is divine. If you respond, everything can change. God says, "Do not be afraid of what you cannot see. Fear is not from me. I have given you a sound mind, a steady spirit, and a calling that hell itself cannot cancel. I am removing the fog from your vision. You have wondered why certain relationships fell apart, why opportunities slipped through your fingers, why people walked away. You saw it as rejection, but I tell you now, it was protection. The people who left could not carry the blessing I am about to place in your life. The doors that closed were never meant to open because they led to places beneath your calling. You are about to see why I made you wait. You are about to understand why the delays were necessary. Every second of preparation was not wasted. Archangel Michael says, "The warfare you have been in lately has not been random. It has been a sign of the breakthrough that is about to manifest." The attacks increased because the enemy knows what's coming for you. He knows the favor that's about to fall, the resources that are about to be released, the healing that's about to flow, the joy that's about to return. You've been weary because the fight has been long, but hear me, your victory has already been written. I am here to guard the transfer, to ensure that nothing can intercept what heaven has assigned to you. God says, I am sending help into your life in ways you have not expected. You will see me move through strangers, through sudden opportunities, through miracles that defy logic. I will restore the years that the locusts have eaten. I will give you beauty for ashes, joy for mourning, and praise for the spirit of heaviness. This is not just a season change, it is a destiny shift. What I am releasing will cause you to rise above every limitation you've known. Those who doubted you will witness your elevation. Those who plotted against you will watch their schemes dissolve in the light of my glory. Right now, heaven's attention is on you. Archangel Michael is positioned over your life like a shield. His sword of light has been drawn, not against you, but for you, cutting through obstacles, severing toxic ties, dismantling every plot meant to derail you. There are things happening in the unseen that you cannot imagine, contracts being nullified, curses being broken, pathways being cleared. Even as you breathe, angels are moving in your favor. God says, do not delay. Do not harden your heart. Do not scroll away from this moment as if it's just another set of words. I am speaking directly to you. Your prayers have summoned this response. The answer you've been waiting for is being delivered. It may not look like what you pictured, but it will be better than what you imagined. I am aligning people, places, and opportunities right now. This is your divine appointment. The time is critical because the release is now. Heaven's clock is striking, and the shift is being activated. Archangel Michael says, the enemy wanted you distracted so you wouldn't hear this. He wanted you tired so you wouldn't fight. But you must rise in your spirit. Take hold of the promise. Stand on the word that never fails. The next few days will carry signs that confirm everything being spoken to you now. Watch for the unusual blessings. Watch for the conversations that open doors. Watch for the peace that suddenly settles where there was once fear. Those are your markers that heaven is moving. God says, I will not fail you. I will not leave you halfway. I will finish what I started in your life. Trust me beyond what you see. Trust me when it feels impossible. Trust me when the clock is running out. Because I am not bound by time, I hold time in my hands. You think you have 2 minutes, but I can change everything in 2 seconds. That is the power of the God you serve. That is the power that surrounds you right now. Archangel Michael says, this is not a warning meant to make you afraid. It is a summons to make you ready. Step into this moment with faith. Let go of the weight you've been carrying. Give it to heaven now. Speak it aloud, I trust you, God. I release this to you. That declaration will unlock the next phase of your miracle. You are safe. You are covered. You are protected. The battle is shifting in your favor. God says, my child, the enemy's time in your life is over. I am ending cycles of loss, cycles of disappointment, cycles of betrayal. You will not go back to the place of pain you came from. You will go forward into the land of promise. The Red Sea is parting. The walls of Jericho are falling. The giant before you is being struck down. It will not be by your strength but by my Spirit. All I ask is that you believe me. Archangel Michael says, you have heard my voice today because you are meant to act now. Pray. Praise. Position yourself. The breakthrough is already on its way, but your faith is the key that opens the door. Do not let doubt steal it. Do not let fear delay it. This is your moment. And heaven will see it through to completion. God says, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust me and pray. And when you do, watch how quickly the mountains move, how swiftly the answers come, how beautifully the story unfolds. You are mine. I am with you. And I will never let you go. Archangel Michael is trying to speak to you right now. It's not a coincidence you are reading these words. Heaven has arranged this exact moment because your life is standing at a turning point. The atmosphere around you is charged, and the clock is ticking. You have only 2 minutes in the spiritual sense to respond, not to rush in fear, but to awaken your heart completely. This is your window. This is your divine summons. The angels are leaning in. Michael's voice is trembling with urgency, yet firm with authority. He is not speaking to condemn you. He is speaking to save you from something you do not yet see, to lead you into something greater than you ever imagined. The veil between heaven and earth feels thinner right now because the message is not coming from a distance, it is being delivered into your spirit in this very moment. God will be with you. He is already here. He is standing in the middle of the room you are in, His presence wrapping around you like a warm, unshakable embrace. You are safe. You are covered. Even if the world outside is trembling, your spirit is secure because you are under divine watch. You must trust Him now. You must pray to Him now. This is not a time to delay, it is a time to respond with your whole heart. Michael says there is something you've been sensing but not fully understanding, shadows moving in the background of your life, strange interruptions in your plans, feelings of heaviness without explanation. This is not your imagination. This is the spiritual realm intersecting with your path. The enemy has seen a glimpse of your destiny and is furious, moving in subtle ways to discourage you, distract you, and cause you to abandon the promise that is about to manifest. But God has already dispatched angels to block every scheme. Michael is standing at the front of that charge, sword of light drawn, wings outstretched, commanding that every dark force be removed from your path. Heaven is in motion for you. At this very moment, new assignments are being handed to angels with your name written on them. Blessings that were delayed are being released. Opportunities you didn't know existed are being shifted into your path. People who were meant to help you but were hesitant are now being stirred in their spirit to reach out. The wind is changing direction in your favor. You may not hear the sound of it in the physical, but your spirit can feel the pull. That uneasiness you've been carrying is not danger, it is your soul adjusting to the altitude of where God is taking you. Archangel Michael says you cannot afford to doubt right now. Doubt is the enemy's last weapon against you. You have been standing on the edge of something miraculous, but the edge can feel like danger when you're looking down instead of looking up. Lift your eyes to the one who called you. The ground you are about to step on is holy, prepared, and safe. Every stone is placed by the hand of God. Every step you take forward will be supported. Nothing will go wrong because He has already gone ahead of you. You are walking into a prepared place, a destined season, a moment heaven has been organizing long before you even knew you would need it. God says you have been through seasons where you thought He was silent, but in truth, He was working in secret. Seeds take time underground before they push through the soil. Just because you didn't see the movement didn't mean nothing was happening. In fact, more happened in the dark than you realize. You were growing roots. You were developing strength for the weight of the blessings you are about to receive. You could not see it, but the heavens were counting down to this very moment. And now, the countdown is over. The door is open. The path is lit. You only need to step forward. Michael is speaking directly to your inner being now, bypassing your logic, touching the core of who you are. He says, you are stronger than you believe, and yet you don't have to fight this battle alone. This is not a time for striving, it's a time for surrender. Lay it all down before God, your fears, your guilt, your shame, your questions, your plans, and watch Him breathe life into what you thought was over. Watch Him turn the tide in your favor. The things you have lost are not gone forever. Heaven is holding them in trust, ready to return them to you in a multiplied form. Relationships that were broken will be restored in truth and healing. Finances that were drained will be replenished with abundance. Opportunities that slipped away will reappear in better form. This is a divine reversal season. If you believe in God, type Amen.